The NFC champs take their show to London. It's The Coach. This is Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the third of our 4 games this season in London, as we'll see the Cincinnati Bengals take on the home team in this one.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jet sweep to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive linemen, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback, and that philosophy works for them very well.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
X3, 218, chop.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
6-6, pull it high. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. It's just Leo.
Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Hey, Alpha. Oh, you got deep? Ready?
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So Is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL, out for the year. He was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Bengals getting set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. The numbers for Mixon last week, he was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. 36, 36. Spot, check. Spot, no.
Now Joe Mixon. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 18 Gator. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, crunch. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1. 70, Indy. Bam. Any down. Watch twins.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, if you're carrying the football, you're hoping to have a little bit more time and space than that.
Don't you get the sense he's calculating how quickly he got there? That was jet propelled, and that was a full-grown man that made the tackle as well.
So here are the Rams to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And an alley to run. Lamar Miller. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, LA. Lamar Miller, 82 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This is fielded at the goal line. Spins by. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon.
Ready? 18 game. Let's go, dude. Brings up 3rd down. Opposite. He's crossing. Look. Squeeze.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that doesn't say, I just want my guys to play fast. How about that one there? He almost ended up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off and knocking it free.
That's what I was going to say. You blinked. You missed that one. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Uzama. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check three, check three. Hustle, hustle. Ready?
Mix it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Really nice pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and short, and you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. He'll drop to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Check. Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. Hey, lock it. 49. Deep river.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You're out.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Well, they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, dude. Go.
Now Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Rams' 35-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check it back. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A final shot before break here. Gone. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Mixon on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
They'll drop the throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Mixon. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Evans in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just about on his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now here's Ross. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Again, it's Mixon.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
On 2nd down, Bernard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Under 10. 10.
Check 15. Check 15.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
80 weapons.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Check out.
They'll run here with Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check. Lucky.
Topper! Hey, echo!
Mike 50. Hey, me and you on deck.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Go. Check it out, Reed. Switch.
Now.
On second down now, Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bullock will put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Goff now to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. But they
rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? After the sack on first down, Goff. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third and long. It's Goff. And he's going to go down again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, Goff. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here?
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His third touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
20. Here we go.
Goff on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Goff now looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close.